everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Packers going up against the Broncos.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Rodgers going to throw. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there. And it's third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Carlos Dunlap with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Got some space here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run again on first down. Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They give it to Anderson, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First and goal from the 8. Now a handoff as they run left side. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On play action, now Bortles. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Kenny Clark. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. And McManus able to put it through. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Packers get set to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 5 here to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Rodgers hands to Montgomery. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Montgomery back to the ground. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, here's Rodgers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the former Colorado Buffalo, Crosby, puts this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll put it in the hands of their receiver, Sanders. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Yeah, baby.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And an update from out west in Oakland. The Raiders are out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action. Now it's Bortles. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And McManus able to put it through. So we've reached halftime here on opening week. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And an update from out west in Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Slow. There we go.
Following the penalty, Anderson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
Go. Let's run. They're running.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Getting the call is Anderson running left. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2nd down following the run.
There we go now. Ace.
Again, Anderson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down, escaping the pressure right. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. He's trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the gun, it's Bortles. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he is knocked down from the side at the 38-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And McManus able to put it through, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
To throw on second down. Rodgers. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. From the pistol, they run with Anderson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They run it again with Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now a handoff as they run left side. Room here to run. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Second down following the run. And now here's a carry heading left. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing his Bortles on third down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On play action, it's Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or lost on one big play. That might have been that big play right there.
And the ability to execute it despite the stakes, because let's face it, we've been there before. We've seen guys, maybe they hyperventilate a little bit when it's their opportunity. Not in this situation. They executed it calmly, and they really got it done.
And now they're set up in prime position. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's what the feeling